Rome was not built only in marble halls or on blood-soaked battlefields. Its true pulse beat somewhere far less glorious. In smoke-filled rooms, in narrow streets where hunger spoke louder than law, in places where ordinary Romans gathered to eat, drink, argue, and survive. For most people in ancient Rome, home was a cramped space high above the street. Insulae rose floor upon floor, packed with families who owned no kitchens, no ovens, no luxury of cooking a meal. Fire was dangerous, space was scarce, hunger was constant. So, Romans went outside. The city itself became their dining room, and the tavern became their refuge. These were not elegant places. They were loud, chaotic, alive. The simplest were popinae, small, rough taverns where the poor gathered after long days of labor. Bread torn by hand, lentils and sausages, wine poured quickly and without ceremony. There were no chairs for comfort, only counters and crowds. Dice clicked across worn tables, arguments flared and faded, deals were whispered between bites. For senators, these places were shameful. For workers, they were essential. Then there were thermopolia, Rome's version of fast food. Stone counters opened directly onto the street. Inside them sat large clay jars filled with hot meals, ready at all hours. A customer stepped up, pointed, paid, and ate. No waiting, no questions. Archaeology still preserves these counters in Pompeii, frozen, as if the next customer never arrived. Travelers and soldiers knew another kind of tavern, the popinae. These offered food, wine, and a bed. Not comfort, but shelter. A place to rest between marches, deliveries, and imperial orders carried across Roman roads. Wine flowed through all of them. It erased the edges of class without truly removing them. The elite drank privately, refined, and filtered. The common people drank together, loud and unashamed. Rome's writers hated these places. Juvenal sneered at them. Moralists blamed them for decay. They claimed true Roman virtue lived behind closed doors. But the walls told another story. Graffiti covered tavern plaster, love notes, insults, jokes, debts, political comments. Not the voice of emperors, but the forgotten majority. Taverns were where news traveled, where wars were discussed, where rumors were born. Some even became tools of power, distributing state grain to keep the population fed and loyal. In a city of millions, taverns were where Rome truly lived. So, remember this. Empires are not sustained only by armies and laws. They endure because ordinary people find places to eat, to talk, to belong. If this story kept you watching, support Chronolith history by liking the video, subscribing, and sharing it with someone who believes history is more than kings and battles.